Before I speak, I need to say two important things. One, I am currently sick right now, so I would probably be coughing a lot. So, just in advance, I would like to apologize for that. The second thing, I don't plan on making a video this upcoming Friday because my dad will be coming over for Dad's Weekend, and I intend to show him around the college where I'm at and maybe see an upcoming college football game as well. So, just needed to put that out there. So, what it's really funny that I see this news that I've been seeing this news for quite some time. Hillary Clinton considering a run in 2020. It's laughable, in my honest opinion. Very, very laughable. If this is the case that she does run, hasn't she learned from 2016? Seriously, how is she not understand that she is not a good candidate? Here's the thing. So far, ever since her book tour that occurred like 2 months ago, there has been not really calls from the mainstream media, questions revolving around her possibly entering the 2020 presidential election, which is completely understandable. After all, Hillary Clinton was the major nominee back in 2016, and she is still a pretty big figure within the Democratic Party, although not as big as she used to be, considering for a lot of the scandals that occurred under her belt, as well as just her overall behavior with everything. She has been said that she is under pressure by multiple people to possibly run for the 2020 election. Again, it's funny because the only people that I see that would actually be supportive of that, of allowing Hillary Clinton into the Democratic primary, would be Republicans, because this would be 2016 all over again. In this current field, it doesn't look possible because the Democratic Party has shifted so heavily far left. Now, I'm not saying that Hillary Clinton isn't far left as well, but she has the illustration of being one of those neoliberal leaders within the Democratic Party that honestly people are just sick of. And rightfully so, because a lot of people are just sick and tired of those policies that have been continuing on for some time. After all, that's what occurred back in 2016 in the Republican Party when Donald Trump managed to win the presidency despite all opposition, not just from the mainstream media, but from Republicans within the primaries as well. So yeah, I wouldn't expect that right now would be a good time for Hillary Clinton to run for the presidency. Absolutely not. In fact, I don't believe that she will ever run for the presidency. Here's the thing. I would compare her to Vice President or former Vice President Joe Biden, the one who's currently in the race. He is supposedly a moderate, although he has been leaning further and further to the left as of late. And they basically are the same exact people. Joe Biden has a lot of major political career under his belt, which is not something that a lot of people are looking into as much anymore. Although I'm pretty sure that maybe in the future, as politics changes from time to time, that may change as a result. Anyway, that's just my overall prediction. But anyway, a lot of people, Joe Biden himself, like Hillary Clinton, has a brand because he has been attached to Barack Obama, the first black president. And well, at the same time, he also has some of his own failures in terms of regarding the presidency. For example, like Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden ran at least 2 times before he entered the 2020 presidential election. That was back in 2008, and his first one was back in 1988. Each time, he lost. But he still had that name recognition, although his name recognition did not have as much of a big impact as until he was picked as vice president under Barack Obama, as I said before. Now, Hillary Clinton, she already had that name recognition before Joe Biden ever did. She was the first lady. She became a senator of New York. She became Secretary of State, and she was the nominee for the presidency back in 2016. We already know this. The point is, no one is interested in a career-lawn politician. We've already had a lot of those people, and we're just tired of it. That's the main reason why Donald Trump was elected to the presidency. He had no experience. He was brash. He was he's narcissistic. I'm willing to admit that as a Trump supporter, and he's been mainly focused on his business instead of focusing on politics. Although I'm pretty sure from time to time during his career he did focus on politics as well. But regardless, he was seen as the major outsider, someone who wasn't as much connected to the establishment. That match gave him the appeal that a lot of voters were looking for, and that's how he managed to win. Now, I know a lot of Hillary Clinton supporters still think that Hillary Clinton won because she won the popularity vote, which I will have to counter. The popular vote is worth shit. It's the electoral vote you have to look for. That's why. Hell, why do you think that we have a lot of these battleground states and a lot of these presidential candidates try to go all around the country instead of to a few populated cities in order to get the necessary amount of votes. Anyway, considering all of that, it is unlikely that Hillary Clinton would be a preferable candidate. She wasn't preferable back in 2016, and she isn't preferable now. Back in 2016, there has been so much controversy with how she managed to win the primary itself, with how the Democratic National Convention or committee, either one, decided to cheat Bernie Sanders out of the election, just like that, despite the fact that he had such vocal support. Now, I admit, I do not like Bernie Sanders in any way whatsoever. I will always go for President Donald Trump over Bernie Sanders every day of the week. Every day of the week. But I am willing to say that he himself was cheated out of that election. And again, that alone, just the fact that she was helped by the DNC as a result, further alienated her from the voters because she had more connections with the elites within the party itself. Nothing more. She never had that a vocal appeal amongst the voter. Although she did try that with a lot of her cringy crap like her Pokemon Go to the polls. Which, by the way, why the hell would anyone say that? I plan to run for politics one day, but I do not plan on saying something like that stupid ever. I'm sorry. That's just completely stupid. But yeah, she tried to get that appeal, and considering her recognition, she hoped that she would win the presidency. But no, she didn't. All because that Donald Trump was seen as the outsider, and Hillary Clinton, due to her political career and her connections, was seen as the establishment. And we were tired of the establishment then as well as right now. So in honesty, having Hillary Clinton in the Democratic Party for the presidential election would not be viable for the Democrats at this point. Hell, their own candidacy is just so messed up as it is that it's just turned off a lot of voters, especially the moderates, into either voting independently, voting for Donald Trump, or not voting at all. So yeah, I do not believe whatsoever that Hillary Clinton that would be a good choice for the Democratic Party to put into the presidential race. Again, we see back in 2016 how this happened, and I believe that it will happen to the same result again. That's personally what I believe. Like I said before, they have such a bad screw up of candidates, but I'm pretty sure that the Democrats would rather go with those than with Hillary Clinton, who succeeded, or well, not really succeeded, who tried to run for the presidency twice and failed each time. Or wait, no. There was 2008. I believe it's twice. Anyway, that just the way that because of her image, she is not going to be a viable candidate. What the Democrats need at this point is someone that connects to the average voter, the one who just doesn't like the current situation with the establishment, and they just want a certain amount of change. Now, it's not anything like a radical change or anything like that. They prefer the more populistic sort of change. Just get rid of the old guard and replace it with something brand new. Nothing like socialism, although that's what the Democratic Party has been trying to push, which is a big mistake, by the way. But something in a way that would make a major change within the system, without leading to these radical ideologies. That's what they're missing right now. And Hillary Clinton will not ever fit that mold. Even if she does run, this will be 2016 all over again. Besides, I'm pretty sure it's late for her to join the party now, especially with so many debates going on. I believe 5 have already occurred at this point. 5 debates within the primaries. And of course, right, and there's going to be soon with the coming year, the vote within the Democratic primary, which we'll see who eventually wins. Although the media has been propping up either Joe Biden or Elizabeth Warren. So I honestly do not think that again, Hillary Clinton will just be major poison. It was already announced by the Democrats at that point, and I believe it's already settled. She will not run again. If she does, she's going to be massacred. Even worse than 2020. My name is Toby on The R-Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, and share with your friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, how I frame them, how I speak, or if you just have ideas of improvement or ideas of what subjects you would like me to share, please post them down in the comment section down below or directly message me. Thank you.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain.